welcome back to another video. My name is Tierney. If you're new here, hello and welcome to my February TBR. I cannot believe we're already in February. That is literally crazy. I feel like January went by slow, but also really fast. I picked 10 books, which I probably will not read all 10 books. I just like to make these videos because I feel like it holds me accountable to try and pick from my physical TBR rather than new books, because I need to dwindle this down so bad. So I decided to only pick physical TBR books to put into my TBR this month. I will obviously be reading audiobooks as well with driving to work, but I don't know what audiobooks I'm going to listen to throughout the month. I don't know what's going to be available on Libby, so that's why I didn't put any, but I will be also listening to some audiobooks. Wow, I'm already out of breath. Yeah, last month, I think I only read 2 of the 10 books that I put on my physical TBR, or not physical, wow, no. Rewind. I only read 2 out of the 10 books I put on my January TBR because I also put audiobooks on there. That's what I meant to say. So, oops. I'm hoping this month I can read more physically because I feel like I've just been a little busy to physically read books. I'm gonna try and read more today. I'm in the middle of Brimstone, so I'm really excited to continue it. I'm like 130 pages in right now, so yeah. But anyway, these are physical books that I have on my physical TBR that I'm going to try my hardest this year to dwindle down, because I think I'm at 450 books that I have not read that I own. So anyway, let's just get on into it, because these are I don't know. Only one of these is a repeat from January. Also, I tried not to repeat any from January, but I did put one because I really want to read that one soon. Anyway, let's just get on into it. We have Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and then what is it called? Six of Crows is like the duology that comes after it, but I really want to finish this series. I read the first book probably over a year ago, but I really want to get to Six of Crows, but I don't want to read it out of order, if that makes sense. I want to stay in the order, in the correct order of the universe of Grishaverse. So yeah, and it's they're not long pages, even though it looks like it's a big book. I feel like I could finish it, but I also want to try and finish series that I'm in the middle of, so that's this is one of those series that I'm in the middle of. So we have that one. I didn't think about where I'm going to put these after I was done talking about them. Then we have, this is actually, it's been published for quite some time now. When did it come out? I don't know when this came out. 2023. There we go. It's Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. I don't know if I said that right, but this is a historical fiction book that has I've been eyeing forever. Ever since I've gotten this arc, I've been eyeing it. So I really want to read it. And I've been kind of into the historical fiction type books, and this one just seems really interesting. And it's still winter, so this is giving all winter vibes, you know? So we have that, which is also kind of going out of my comfort zone because I usually only read romance and fantasy books. So we're trying to get out of our comfort zone with this one. Then we have King of Pride by Anna Huang. This is the second book in the King of Sin series. I really need to catch up on this series. Again, I'm trying to finish series that I'm in the middle of. Wow, I can't talk today. And I read the first one. I did like it. I liked it because I knew the character, the guy from the Twisted series. So now that I've met other people, is this who I think it's about? I don't remember. Anyway, I just want to continue it and try and finish it. Yeah. Then we have Left of Forever by Tara Dewitt. I loved Savor It. Obviously, I've said this before. It's the second book in the Sprunes Oregon series. It's in the same town as the Savor It, which I loved. So this, I just need to read it. There's no other explanation besides it's also part of a series that I want to try and get finished. Now, this one I've been seeing. I've always seen it everywhere, and I really want to get into it and see what it's about. And everyone raves about this series. So we have Guild by Raven Kennedy, which is the first book of the Plated Prisoner series. It's a little glossy because this is the indie cover before it got traditionally published. But I've heard just so many good things that everyone loves Slade, who is their top tier book boyfriend from the series. So I just need to find out about this. I'm just really intrigued. And it's a finished series, so I can just keep going with it. I don't have to wait for the next book to come out. So we have that. Then we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I've been seeing more content about the show coming out soon, so I really want to read it first at least the first book before the show comes out, because I love to like compare and see if they kept everything, you know? And I'm in the mood for a good hockey romance. So we have The Deal. Then we have, this one just came out last week, I think, or this, I don't remember. I think it's supposed to come out technically Tuesday, but it wasn't a strict on sale, so we were able to put it out early. But it's Stolen Midnights by Catherine Quinn. It's a young adult fantasy, but I really like young adult fantasies because sometimes it's more, I don't know, sometimes it's just so good. Like The Rose Bargain was a young adult technically, but it was absolutely incredible. And then if you've seen the exclusive edition that we have right now, it's like has all the roses around. It's just so beautiful, and this cover is just calling my name right now, so that is why I would like to read this book. Yeah. And I'm in a fantasy mood right now because it's winter, and I feel like the, oh my gosh, romance books all kind of look summery. Like the next one I'm gonna put up, but looks summery, so that's why I like usually want to read them in the summer, but maybe because I need it right now because it's cold. But we have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. The second book comes out this year, so I want to read this one obviously first before the second one comes out. And I just love her writing. I love everything she does. Her narrators when she has an audiobook is really good. I just love Abby Jimenez, so we need to finish. This is the last one I have that I own of hers that I need to read. So then we have Picture Perfect by Tessa Bailey. This is the 5th book in the Long Shots, 4th book, I think it's 4th series, where it's like all the sports romances. And yeah, I just love Tessa Bailey, and I feel like I just need a quick, easy rom-com-y type book. Palette cleanser, I don't know, right now or after I finish Brimstone, so that is why we have that. And the last one is the one I put on last month because I just want to finish all of Elsie Silver books, so it's A False Start by Elsie Silver. I've already talked about this one, so I don't really need to go into more details about it. I talk about Elsie Silver all the time, but this is the only repeat from January because I really want to get to it this month. Sorry, I had to delete some stuff to make room because I only had like a minute left on my SD card. I have to go through this and like delete a bunch of stuff anyway. So yeah, that is actually everything on what I want to, oh my gosh, what am I saying? That is everything I want to read for the month of February. I think I'm gonna do, so this is like such a short video, I'm gonna also just talk about real quick the books I read in January. I only read 7 and only 1 was a physical book off my physical TBR, but it still counts. I still read a book off the physical TBR, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. Let's go in order, shall we? Come on, load. Okay, so the first book I read was The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. It is like a historical fiction, magical realism type book. It's told in 2 different timelines with 2 different perspectives. One is in like the 1800s and one is like present day. I gave it a 4.75 out of 5 stars. I absolutely devoured this book. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I really enjoyed it. The present is with this girl Haven, who is trying to find this like lost treasure from a sunken ship that her father had found, because she wants to continue on his like work and legacy because he just passed away, and also just loves, she's like an ocean archaeologist, so she goes and like discovers these shipwrecks and like researches them anyway. But she was very in particular about going to the Amalfi Coast to like understand why for like 100 years in this one area ships sank all the time. And then in the past you are following Mari, I'm pretty sure her name is Mari, and she is a sea witch, and you're seeing like the whole kind of, you're trying to figure out, and I can't like say anything without giving it away, but she is a sea witch, and you're kind of learning stuff that's happening in the past that also Haven's learning about the past, which is really cool. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. It was so fun and different than what I normally go to and go for, so I was very happy with it. Then I read the last 2 like STEM novellas. Ooh, my laundry's done. That just scared me. Anyway, I read the last 2 STEM novellas by Ali Hazelwood, which is Below Zero and Stuck With You. I gave them both 4 out of 5 stars. I actually enjoyed Below Zero more than Stuck With You, I think, because in Stuck With You they like met previously and then they get stuck on an elevator, and it takes place pretty much the whole time on the elevator, and you're like going back and forth from the past to the present to figure out what happened between the 2 of them. And you're doing the same thing in the 3rd one too. You go back and forth between the past and the present, but this, I don't know, I just really liked the storyline and like the chemistry between the characters in Below Zero over Stuck With You. So that's just me, but I listened to both of those also. Then I read my first 5-star of the year, which was The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. I like I don't even know how to describe this. It was just so amazingly good. And the second book comes out in April and I'm so excited. It's only gonna be a duology. Oh my gosh, it was just so good. Like, if you like Bridgerton and you like fairies, this is literally like Bridgerton with fairies. The queen, I forget her name, Queen Moore, I want to say. That doesn't sound right. I don't remember. Anyway, but like Queen Moore comes and like takes over and she makes bargains. Once you turn like 18, you can make a rose bargain with her. In return, she like, you like ask for something, she takes something from you to make your bargain happen. And oh, it's just so good. I'm obsessed with it. Like the slow burn, the tension, the stakes, the competition. Oh my gosh, it was just so good. Like, I don't even know how to, just go read it. If you take anything from this video, go read The Rose Bargain, because I'm obsessed. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't wait for book 2 to come out. I like need April to come faster so I know what happens, because the ending, like, you don't know what's gonna happen, and it was literally insane. And just go read it. Then I read Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, which I gave a 4.75 out of 5 stars. I loved this book. It was so good. I physically was crying, sobbing, because you literally don't know what's gonna happen until like the last 2 pages, and you think that they're not gonna be able to stay together, and you don't know what is gonna happen. You don't know if they're gonna stay together or not, and it's just so heartbreakingly sad and beautiful, and it was just so good. So good. Then I read Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. I only gave this 3 out of 5 stars. It was like okay. It wasn't anything special. It had like a good premise but didn't like execute well, you know? So it was, you know, it was mid. It was good. It was a fun time, but nothing like special to remember. And then I read The Hunger of the Gods, which is the second book of the Bloodsworn Saga by John Gwynne. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't give them high ratings because it's harder, or like higher ratings, because it's hard for me to sometimes remember what point of view we're in, because now we're in like 5 different points of views, and it's just a lot to remember with the names, the Viking names, and what's going on. But like always toward the end I understand what is going on, and now a lot of them are coming together. The different points of views are like starting to come together, and it's all making like sense now, and like crazy stuff happened at the end of it. I am currently reading now the 3rd one, which is the last book in that series, and I can't wait to figure out what happens. So yeah, that's the last one I read in January. Yeah, January. Okay, tell me what your favorite book was that you read this past month in January. I'd love to know, because I just love talking books and seeing what other people are reading. So definitely comment down below what your favorite book was in January, and tell me what you're reading now. I'm currently reading Brimstone, and The Fury of the Gods is what I'm listening to when I go to work. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below for more fun videos coming soon. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.